One day I'm gonna be everything I wanna be. I don't let it get the most of me. One day I'm gonna be free. I wanna be everything I'm gonna be. My future right in front of me. One day I'm gonna be free. I wanna be free. Then let me be free. From the depths of darkness, a voice emerges. A host with a fire burning in his soul. With a heart, steel and a spirit unbroken. He rides on two wheels, ready to claim his throne. Amidst the chaos and the thunderous roar, insane wheels rise as a force to be reckoned with. Fueled by the power that only metal can bestow. He takes his stand, refusing to submit. Insane wheels hear his battle cry. Metal and mayhem will never die. Wish's report and pace his way. Oh, legend in the making, day by day.
Good morning to the Breakfast Club, man. Shout out to everybody. Much love, honor, and respect to everyone. We got a very interesting one. Harley Davidson has gone woke, you know what I mean? And I've kept quiet on this topic for a little bit, and mainly because I actually stayed out of it. I purposely didn't go look into, investigate what was all going on with Harley. I've naturally just let information fly, and get different people's perspectives. I kind of like to be as prepared as possible when it comes to if I'm going to have an opinion about something. Of course, I want to be able to have the best education on that topic, right? But nonetheless, we do have some interesting stuff that I do want to, talk about on this episode. We're going to be reviewing two different one is small clip and one is like an actual video regarding, Harley Davidson. Has it gone woke? And, we'll see, right? I mean, we even have Fox News reporting on it, right? So, of course, we're going to have Fox going to be talking about this subject. But nonetheless, I want to thank all of you guys in the Breakfast Club, man. I can't thank you guys enough. You guys always come through so thick in the show, man. It's insane. Pause. But you know what I mean? You guys are here on the show, man, every single day. And it's something that I genuinely look forward to this every single freaking day. So shout out to all of you guys, man, sincerely. Thank you guys for being here. I see you all. Hook Dog, what's good, my man? Evil, let's man, I love seeing all you guys, man. It's such a great thing to see you guys all together, hanging out, having a good ass time. Brother Junkyard up in here. I'm pissed. It's not loading on my TV. Listen. YouTube doesn't want us to tell you about this topic. I'm pretty sure about it. You know what I mean? Oh, shoot. Okay. All right, Ghost Eagle. I'll have to remember that. Papa Penguin, good morning, kind sir. Appreciate you for being here as Road Rage, as well as KP. Holy shit. Shout out to all of you freaking guys, man. All right. So Junkyard and Straight Jacket, man. Awesome to see you. And I really quick want to do real quick. Just a little shout out. Bob from Biker News Canada was on Hollywood's From Insane Throttle show this morning, and it was great, man. I was congratulations for being on a big platform like that, man. That's awesome. Great. And you did a great job. I think that the conversation was great as well. What's up, Frank? We got another Frank up in the building as well. We got two Franks in here now, dude. That's interesting. That's awesome. I always try to buy American, but Harley's leadership makes that impossible. And it also makes it impossible when shit is being made in Taiwan and shit. You know what I mean? That makes it a little impossible too. I'm literally leaving the grocery store right now. One day's worth of food is $100. Nobody can afford anything anymore. Yeah, and meanwhile, they're saying that the inflation is the lowest it's been since COVID or some bullshit. Says who? Says who? Everyone's feeling it. Absolutely, Bob. I see you. Barbie, shout out to you. Good morning. All right, so we're gonna get into this. Tat, shout out to you over there in England, man. That's so awesome that you guys are all watching from. I think about that. Like, you guys are not just watching from my area. You know, it's really cool to see. What's up, Kozo? See you as well, man. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we've got right here. This is off of Fox News. Let me go ahead and show you guys. I'm going to go ahead and subscribe. So YouTube, you guys know that I'm doing it right. Look, I even liked it. All right. So this is just a quick little clip. And they labeled this "Is Harley Davidson going woke?"
As thousands of bikers descend on Sturgis, South Dakota for the annual motorcycle rally, iconic bike brand Harley Davidson is facing some backlash. A conservative activist named Robbie Starbuck is claiming that the rough and tough American company is going woke, and says the new CEO is pushing the company to embrace DEI initiatives and progressive policies. His post even catching the attention of Elon Musk, who wrote on X, quote, "doesn't sound super compatible with their customers."
He's right.
Fox News has reached out to Harley Davidson and has not heard back. Of course, if we get anything like that during this segment, we'll put it on the screen. But it is not the first time, of course, that a corporate America is getting called out for this. Let's bring in Taylor Riggs and Jackie DeAngelis, co-hosts of the Big Money Show on Fox Business.
The Big Money Show.
I think it's important to reiterate these are only allegations at this point. Serious stuff, especially considering this is a publicly traded company, Taylor.
Yeah, big time.
I don't know. First, your reaction to it.
Yeah, I think my reaction is overall, given that, we're on a business show, is companies have a fiduciary duty to their shareholders to do what is right for the company.
Mm-hmm.
Making money, being loyal to their customers, helping shareholders make.
You mean make money? That's all it is. Just make money. It doesn't matter how, motherfucker. It don't matter how you make money. Just make money. I don't care what you gotta do. If you guys say that you're all DEI and all this, and you guys say that you support LGBTQ plus and all of this to make more money, they're gonna fucking do it because they're gonna make more money.
Make money, give them good guidance for what the future looks like, right? When inflation is high and your customers are struggling, that's not the time to go woke. That's for any company, right? Your duty, your fiduciary duty, is to stay true to your customer and be laser focused on your mission of running a company, leaving all of the other nonsense or political stuff on the side. Run your company, stay focused on your business.
You had me at fiduciary duty. That is it. I mean, you could have stopped at that. So if this is the case, and I say it's a big if, we'll see what the statement is when they issue it. But your thoughts, Jackie?
So I look at history and say, how well has this served other companies? Taylor and I have covered this story on our show for quite some time now. You look at a company like Anheuser-Busch with the Bud Light controversy. Didn't work that well for them. You look at Tractor Supply that initiated DEI policies and now has backed off of it and come out and said, we're not doing this anymore because it didn't work for us. You have to know your customer. And this goes back to what Taylor is saying. If you want sales and revenue for your company, you have to know your customer, what's going to turn them on, what's going to turn them off.
You got to know.
Ultimately, actually, what Robbie Starbuck is saying is that you should be politically neutral as a company and not really
it makes people in the public, feel like there's no connection anymore. You know what I mean? Like if Tractor Supply, for instance, goes woke, let's just say, that's against the entire core audience of Tractor Supply. Like, why would you do that? Same thing. You would think very similarly. You would think the same thing with Harley Davidson. They would think you would think, but that's what happens. We're thinking, you would think. But nonetheless, it's very interesting how this all works out and plays out, and why people end up doing this. And maybe they say bad press can be good press too for them or whatever. Maybe it's just a stunt. I don't know, but I'm just telling you that this is 100% against the core audience of what Harley Davidson is. And I don't know why you would go against that so hard. Like why go against your core foundation? What is your, you can rely on that audience for you, I think that people try to conform too much for $1. That's it.
Express an opinion at all.
That might be dreaming these days, right?
But at the end of the day, think about Anheuser-Busch, Tractor Supply, and Harley Davidson if this story is true. And I haven't been able to verify these claims. If it is true, this is not a customer that's going to go for this woke stuff. And I have to plug my friend Charlie Gasparino's book, Go Woke, Go Broke. That's what this is all about.
Go
Not
woke,
good for
go
business.
broke.
Well, Fox Digital was able to talk to some folks at the rally. Here's some of what they heard. It's branding suicide.
No kidding, though, Steve.
One rally goer said a lot of bikers are switching over to Indian. They killed Harley. It breaks my heart, says Vinny Terranova, the owner of Pappy's
That's
Vintage
awesome,
Cycles
Barbie. Thank you for being here.
Sturgis, South Dakota. Okay. Rep Derek Van Orden said this on X. Get back on mission, Harley Davidson. He calls them out as the vice chair of the Congressional Motorcycle Caucus. I'm telling you, motorcycles are about freedom to ride without listening to a bunch of politicized garbage, Taylor. Harsh.
It reminds me of sort of your classic North Star, know your customer. Who at Anheuser-Busch, who at Target, who at Tractor Supply, who at perhaps maybe Harley Davidson thinks that any of this is a good idea? If it pushes your customer away, if it's isolating your customer, you're going to see a drop in sales and a drop in revenue. The whole point of sort of a CEO,
the board can absolutely do it.
Know your customer, you serve them. You serve your shareholders as well in terms of what we're talking about making money, but you serve your shareholders by serving your customer first. Your customer has to be your priority.
If
you don't know who your customer is and you're gallivanting in other areas, then you've sort of lost your way.
Oftentimes this is due to poor leadership, and apparently there's been concern about.
Really, Hook Dog?
It was a German-born
How much did it fall
CEO.
yesterday?
He took over during the pandemic in 2020. People have been concerned about his leadership at the company, and apparently now Harley Davidsons are fetching a lot less money.
They are.
Big Joe, no kidding.
$30,000 vintage Harley just a few years ago is now going for about $4,000.
Like that,
and that's what I was going to point to, and also say the fact that this leader is coming from Germany. You think about European countries and what their ideology is. He's bringing potentially some of that ideology into the Harley Davidson brand, and it is costing them money. And the decline in the prices of what they're selling right now, I think, really speaks to that. But I was watching The Last Dance. Maybe I'm a little late to the party. I love when Michael Jordan, they talk about him and the fact that he never got political because he said Republicans buy sneakers too, and they sure do.
I don't know though. Harley? This is an iconic brand.
I know.
Wouldn't it take more than this? I don't know. Can they bounce back from it if this is the case?
Yeah, I mean, look, Tractor Supply,
we got enough marketing.
Target, Anheuser-Busch, in many ways, they haven't fully recovered, but they're trying. I think as long as Jackie and I've talked a lot about this on our program, as long as you come out and take ownership. Look, we lost our way. We're getting back to being focused on our customer. Here is who our customer is, and we are laser focused on doing our job for you. Yeah. Then there is a chance of redemption, but you do have to come out and be able to say that.
And just quickly, I'll add to that. When Anheuser-Busch just pivoted with the advertising and they didn't actually issue a mea culpa and say, we lost our way, people didn't like that more. You got to own it, right? You make a mistake, you have to own it.
Very interesting. I appreciate this discussion.
Jacket.
We'll see where it goes.
You're so funny. So this is very true though. What you guys are getting at is very true. Every company is basically woke nowadays. Like people don't even realize, the ones that are straight outwardly about it, like Bud Light, that happened, Harley, all these different companies. The thing is you're so quick to criticize these companies, but what about all the other companies that you deal with, that you buy from Walmart, Amazon, these daily things that you have every day that you buy, that you're around, but people don't actually take note or notice of doing that. I don't think a lot of people are actually self-aware to what they're criticizing. I do personally, am I against what that whole woke agenda? Of course I am. But I'm not going to look at it and be like, I'm going to protest listen, you guys can do whatever you want. You know what I mean? But the thing is every product that we basically buy is definitely, from a woke company. So I just say, what it is what it is, it's crazy. So, but what we're going to do is I got another clip for you guys, or not clip. This is actually a video someone did. We're going to go ahead and review this. It's off of the Quartering YouTube channel. I'm going to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You see that, YouTube? I'm doing my due diligence here. This came out yesterday. So this is going to be a little bit of, and by the way, I haven't watched it. Like I watched about 5 minutes of it and I go, okay, all right. So Harley backlash just got way worse. Indian roast them and Sturgis riders rage at new controversy. Showing the core audience or something? It's him. No way, Junkyard, for real?
There's nothing worse than catching a woman in bed with your boyfriend.
Oh, man.
Get yourself a real man today. Ride a Harley.
Wow.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and the entire industry is now taking a look at what's happening to Harley Davidson. Viral social media posts of Harley Davidson owners debadging their motorcycles out of shame and to send a message to the company. It's gotten so bad that other companies are now preemptively dropping their DE&I policies, their woke policies, because they do not want the consumers to turn against them. What this means is that you are winning every time you watch a video on it, and you share it, and you leave a like on it. Our voices are being heard, and companies are being forced to change. I will say again, Bud Light sales literally never recovered.
Yeah, YouTube,
Tractor Supply, after an online backlash of their own woke policies, abandoned every aspect of DEI and apologized to customers. Harley Davidson, I predict, is just moments or hours away from doing the same after a recent competitor just humiliated them worse by preemptively striking to take advantage of a huge amount of incoming former Harley Davidson owners. Let's check out this story. Last day, by the way,
take advantage of the opportunity.
I don't know why companies choose to get woke. I don't know why companies continue to make their customers have to listen to their politics. That's exactly why I started coffeebrandcoffee.com.
Oh, good slide into a freaking ad. That was slick. I gotta give it to you, homie.
Promo code SWITCH.
Great job.
Especially if you're boycotting Dunkin' Donuts. Last day for that sale. 15% off site-wide. Promo code SWITCH. Link in the description. Harley Davidson owners at Sturgis Rally are outraged after CEO Jochen Zeitz implements new slew of woke company-wide changes. As brands go, few shout American tradition more than the iconic motorcycle manufacturer. Enjoying an open highway, furious owners are at the world's biggest biker rally have told the Daily Mail that they believe the historic company is headed for the end of the road thanks to its woke boss. Their full throttle condemnations of their German-born CEO include demands that he quit immediately, with one writer saying they need to figure out a way to get rid of his rear end. And a 20-year Harley devotee who has had 8 bikes from the Milwaukee-based company told us in a message to an executive, "Don't F with my bikes." Harley Davidson makes up an estimated 90% of motorcycles.
Everyone just trying to make a buck. That's right, Barbie.
South Dakota, and in adjacent Black Hills for the 10-day, 500,000 strong rally that wraps this Sunday. Such is the surface devotion of bikers to the brand.
You're so funny,
Individuality is stamped on nearly every machine, from simple accessories to trick paint jobs, full-blown Easy Rider style conversions. The center of Sturgis is a pulsating, thumping, roaring mass of thousands of them. Very dominance in American culture only emphasizes the crisis that is now facing the world-renowned company, established in 1903 and worth an estimated $6 billion.
That's a lot of money.
First, it faced backlash by conservatives angry at his diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts that allegedly include sidelining white people in business and supporting pride events involving kids.
Right.
Now, as Daily Mail has discovered, it's facing unprecedented full-blown rebellion by its army of devotees whose families have bought Harleys through generations. The crowded Sturgis spend big 100%. On the machines. Many of them have more than one. Ernest Chapman spent 2 days riding to the historic rally from his home in San Antonio, Texas, on his 2014 Harley Davidson Ultra Limited. He's owned Harleys for 30 years, and this is
I guarantee
his 5th.
It was packed.
Harley needs to stick with building bikes and leave wokeness alone, he told Daily Mail, amid the roar of engines, competing sound systems from passing bikes. I'm sure there's people that live all kinds of alternative lifestyles, but as Harley owners, we keep that to ourselves. We don't advertise it. Well, that's exactly the spirit of, for example, Coffee Brand Coffee. That's the spirit, I like it. That's the spirit of every consumer. They don't want to be preached at. They don't want brands telling them what to do.
You are right.
Now, in a biting reference to the 2023 Bud Light disaster with its ad featuring Dylan Mulvaney, he added, "We don't appreciate our motorcycle dealer hopping on the Budweiser bandwagon. Chapman, 53, is torn
like
over his
that.
loyalty for future purchases, but
We
the
don't like
Harley
that.
name is now mud with him.
Of course.
He traditionally pays extra to buy a model without any brand markings because Harley doesn't pay me to advertise. If I got another, I'd be even more proud to rip the symbol right
Whole
off
different
of
game.
it. I'm not for boycotts or protests. I think people need to make up their own minds because there are plenty of people that will go around and buy another American motorcycle make, such as Indian, which is the second part of this video we're going to talk about. I've considered building my own machine. The only Harley parts I'd use are the tank and the seat. The frame and motor, no way. Now we can talk about, obviously, Harley Davidson stock falling. If we look at Hog today, it slipped a little bit. It's recovered a little bit today. Now, Robbie Starbuck, who has led a lot of this,
Scott,
dropped some interesting information about Indian.
All right, y'all, I'm here to report to you another win in our war on wokeness. And before I begin, I just want to tell you, I was not paid for this. I did not do a sponsorship with this company, but I need to talk about Indian Motorcycle, which is the first motorcycle company in America. Indian Motorcycle had one reference to DEI on their website. This is what it looked like. And I'm happy to report to you that that has been removed. And not only has it been removed, but I was able to get
what did it say? You saw it for
they told me
0.2 seconds.
Affirming that they will continue to make their bikes 100% here in the United States of America when they are for sale here in the United States of America.
Right, but that's not true. We know that.
Who is choosing to go down a path where they are going to be making a bunch of bikes that they sell here in America in Thailand. Not only that, but at a time where Harley has bikers taking the shield off their bikes because they're so embarrassed by what the company has done in their adoption of woke policies, you've really got to ask yourself, how is Harley Davidson going to continue to keep this woke stuff going on at the company when their main competitor, Indian, is choosing to just make great bikes? That's what a source has told me, is they just want to make great bikes for everybody in America, period. They're not getting into social issues. Politics.
Shit, I didn't know that.
People want. They just want you to make great products, great customer service. And just being real, this bike looks cool. You know, at $12,999, that seems like a good deal to me for a motorcycle. But
yeah, it's like the same price.
I don't know much about how much bikes cost, but you can see
that's like the same price of a sporty. You know what I mean? If you're spending 12 grand, that's about a sporty. You know what I mean? Absolutely. That's in line.
Another win. Indian Motorcycles removed the references to DE&I that they had on their site. Indian also confirmed that all bikes sold in the U.S. will continue to be made in the U.S., unlike Harley Davidson. I reported yesterday that Harley Davidson was moving a factory to Thailand.
Steve, it's all business.
I think that is their second international place. An unnamed source tells me that Indian is focused on just making great motorcycles. We must celebrate companies when they proactively do the right thing. In my opinion, Indian removing DE&I from their site tells us that they just want to make great bikes for everyone. Now, I will add, removing it from your site doesn't necessarily say you've stopped it. I would also like to see a statement from Indian Motorcycle.
Yeah, they just want to get rid of
simply
something
out of it. They're
just wanting to get rid of something that they can get criticized for in the media, and they're because they know that they would be next. You know what I mean? So they're getting rid of it.
You know, doing any DE&I period. I think that would be also extremely powerful.
Much love, bro.
But what it does
let's see on the flip side, man.
Is that they're afraid. Companies are absolutely positively afraid about the customer backlash. They're afraid about the voice that you have. They're afraid of getting caught. You see, Indian was not, the last thing to note from my view, Indian was not woke like Harley is. It was not institutional. It seems just to be language injected into the site by someone who wanted it there, without the company fully understanding all of what it entailed politically and socially. I mean, this is a huge move.
Shout out to you, man.
See a lot of people who are posting pictures of them debadging their bike. Look at this. Harley Davidson customer just sent me this. He's taken his tank badges off and he's mailing them back to the company with this message.
Are you serious?
Now, that's a statement. Others who remove.
Come on, stop it. That's like, come on, dude. You know, they don't give a fuck. They just took your money, dude. They don't care about what you're going to say about them, dude. They really could care less. You know what I mean? But yeah, hey, it is what it is, right? People are going to act and protest the way they're going to protest and do the things that they're going to do, which I understand. I get it. I get the idea, but just keep the same energy with all the different products that you're purchasing on the daily when you're going to your Amazon and your Walmarts and you're going to your, you know, you're buying, saying all of this on your iPhone. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, just keep it consistent all the way. I mean, I get it, but at the same token, it's like, is it really fucking worth the major upset like that, where people are debadging their shit, sending it to Harley Davidson? Like, come on, dude, stop the cap. You know what I mean?
Stop the cap.
Just my opinion on that. We got Gold Bar up in the building, man. Shout out to him, man. We got the sponsor of the show on the fucking show right now. Shout out to Jay Goldbard. Hey, he's all over my plastered over my Instagram, as you guys already know. How do you think that we're enjoying this? You know what I mean? Exactly, man. So shout out to you, Goldbar. Appreciate you for being here. And let's go ahead and get into this. What else they're saying here? This guy is full of crap. Polaris has DEI policies just like Harley. Absolutely. I guarantee you that is most likely a fact. Harley probably stuck it on another bike and resold it. And yeah, that's no joke. That's no joke. That's probably exactly what fucking happened. They're like, we're going to sell this fucking badge twice. Dumbass. You know what I mean? As long as they have your money, they don't care. That's right. That's right. 100%, dude. So just watching it all happen it's a little wild. Indian says they're not woke, but they didn't. But didn't they say they were gonna change their logo because they felt it was insensitive? That's right. They did do that. And it's funny, Corey, how fast people fucking forget, huh? You know what I mean? No joke. People aren't criticizing that at the moment. You know, no one's talking about that shit right now. Definitely interesting to watch all the way around. What are your guys' thoughts on the whole woke agenda with Harley and the way it's being handled in the media and also within like social media as well? You know, I mean, both the mainstream and the social media is media of some sort, right? But how do you guys think it's portrayed? What do you guys think about what's happening with Harley? Are you guys still going to ride Harleys? Are you guys going to debadge your motorcycles and send off your badges to Harley Davidson? What are you going to do about it? You know what I mean? I mean, yes, theoretically, if we don't if we protest, theoretically, they're forced to change their outlooks and what they're doing. It's the way that societies G-check either companies and even governments, you know what I mean, holding people accountable. And I respect that. But I'm just saying, be consistent with that same ideology with everything else that you buy. That's it. Lissa says, I respect others' views as long as there's no one's being hurt, but I don't want a business that I'm choosing to give my money to force their views on me. And I'm all about that as well. And woke is a joke, Gold Bar. I mean, all those sayings, you know, go woke, go broke, you know, type shit. It's all true. You know what I mean? It is all very true. You're watching people society react to what's like going on with Harley right now. Or same thing with like Bud Light, you know, what was happening with Bud Light. A motorcycle. Hey, I get that too. Got dropped for a meeting, Papa. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you for being here as well. Hopefully you have a wonderful meeting over there. And we'll see you on the flip side as always. Cycle Drag said that the Indian tent was empty too. I would imagine that that's probably, you know, here's the thing with the whole, like, for instance, I can imagine that there could be easily a blogger or hater of Harley that knows what's happening in the media. And what he can do is manipulate a situation. And let's say that the tent is empty. Well, they take a picture of it. It's empty for maybe fucking 15 minutes, let's say, but then it's packed the next, you know what I mean? So they are using not the full context. They're only showing what they want people to see in the media. And that is to make you get angry or laugh at or feel like you're, you know, doing something. But that's usually what bloggers do. They just look for a way for, you know, clicks and views, because lies and manipulation equals what? Money. Just facts.
Move their shield and badges should also do this. Could you imagine if they ended up with, I don't know, hundreds or even thousands of packages at their door full of Harley badges and saying like, yo, I'm out. The letter writes, go woke, go broke. Dear Harley, you can have these tank badges back. I don't want them anymore. I mean, and they're sending it to investor relations, which is right here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Again, I am predicting that there are many such cases. You can see this one. I can't afford to buy a new bike, but I'm pulling everything off of it that says Harley.
Like, see, that's crazy to me. I don't know how easy
it is to
That's crazy to me.
You know, debadge a bike. I suspect.
Why would you do that?
It's probably not too difficult if you're handy. Also, Harley, now their social media now going on a blocking spree. As blocked by Harley enthusiasts,
Length gives you,
what corporate Harley is doing
it's
is
interesting
disgusting.
how that
Having
works.
said that, Harley owners are Harley Davidson. The men and women that make the bikes are Harley Davidson. That's true. And you can see,
Facts.
you see Harley Davidson goes woke, email their CEO and tell him he's destroying one of the most venerated brands in America. Well, I would argue that perhaps
pointless.
Talking to the board members would probably be more powerful, although many of them are also woke. I would say leaving it up to the customers
I love that,
to continue. You can see this. If you see a Harley without a shield, now you know why. Many Harley Davidson bikers have reached out to tell me that they're doing this and mailing their shields to corporate, with Indian Motorcycle being pro-American and having no DEI references. How long can Harley ignore this issue? You can see right here. Mr. Zeitz, why has Harley Davidson gone woke under your leadership? Why are you sending white male employees to white male only training sessions on diversity? Why are you funding LGBTQ events that include children? Why are you working to have fewer white suppliers, dealers, and employees? These policies are deeply disturbing. I agree.
Nah, he ain't stepping down.
You can see he
Hell no.
badged it. Thank you for what you have done and what you're doing about Harley. I think that that's great. I think it's absolutely awesome to send that stuff back to them, because it truly is kind of sticking it in their eyes.
Gold
so
bar.
Keep it up out there. Stay tough. Stay strong. Keep the message going, because I'm telling you, it works. We've seen it work. Right now, Harley Davidson is completely unable to post on social media, and that's because of all of you. Don't forget, today's the last day for promo code SWITCH.
Good job with your advertisement and your video, man. That was the quartering over there. Shout out to him over there. I like that. That was an interesting view. I like to get, especially, I mean, I could be wrong, but it doesn't seem like he's a hardcore biker, right? You know what I mean? Let's just be honest. He sounds like he's in the media sphere and he's talking about it. Literally. Does he actually ride? Does he act, maybe, maybe not. And it would be irrelevant. I like everybody's viewpoint on everything. You know what I mean? Just because you don't ride doesn't mean you don't have a valid point. But nonetheless, what do you guys think about this? I want to hear your guys' opinions about this, especially in the comment section below. Make sure you guys are leaving your guys' comments about what you guys think about this in either the live chat, or we've got the comment section below if you're watching this after it's been live. But yeah, this is kind of a little bit of a crazy topic all the way around. I mean, people debadging their fucking bikes. I've never seen that before. All right, well, hey, do you, man? Wondering if he's doing the same thing with Puma. What an interesting time we are living in, which is some of the most biggest, most historic times of, really recent history. Amazed every day we haven't gone full crazy on each other. It's crazy that people aren't out in the street fucking nonstop doing, just getting crazy on everybody. Tensions are extremely high. I would say that, we've seen division in the past for sure, historically as well, but I can't help but feel, I know this feels like this every single time we go through an election cycle. It feels like tensions are extremely high, because they are. But people go, it's never been this crazy. Well, yeah, it has been this crazy before. It's just now we've got different technologies that, things, spread quicker, or whatever the case is, like what, our phones do in that case. Dude's probably laughing and saying, look, it's working. People are paying attention to us like a teenage girl. And that could be. That very much could be. Mail all your Harley stuff to me. Hey, Nick. That was smart. That was smart right there. That was a great comeback on that one. Harley has become the upper middle class and rich bike. It is a rich bike. The weekend drivers, it is a lot of that. There is a lot of that, because their core audience is like 45, 55, and 65 years old. You know what I mean? Gotta go. Much love, Tats. Appreciate you for being here and catching the show live as always. You always are here. I really appreciate that. We'll mail you all the woke shields, right? That's right. See, everyone, that Nick made a good ass point. That's for damn sure. Anybody want to give up the bike, let me know. Have trailer, will travel. That's right, Blair. That's right. hey, I will do all of that as well. I'll get on the whole agenda. You guys can call me woke, you know what I mean? Because I'm picking up a free motorcycle. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm just going to take advantage of the situation, you know? This is not the first time Harley screwed the pooch. Look at AMF era. Yeah, they did that big time too. It is America after all, so be it. It is true. Yep, that is also very true. Biker News Canada. Bob said it best right there. A lot of them are owned by like lawyers and doctors and people that got like big ass fucking companies and shit, or have a lot of money. Anymore, the CEO of Miss companies have no clue about the company they are CEO of, right? Like they're not in tune like with their company and the people that they sell to. Like at least understand your core audience and what they're buying and why they're buying from you, you know? And historically, why would you want to change that if you know it's been working for over 100 years? You know what I mean? I mean, I understand innovation. You do have to do innovation, of course, as a company. I'm not saying that a company shouldn't innovate. They absolutely should. But understand where your core people are and decipher, would this go against them or for them? You know, or would they be okay with this? Are they going to fucking hate this? I mean, kind of have a clue about it. I mean, I got to say that was it a smart idea to do this for Harley? No, I'm not saying that at all. But you know what I mean? On the flip side, look at it from their case. They're just going to do anything they can just to try to make an extra buck. That's it. They don't care about none of it. They don't care about they don't care about us. They don't care about me and you. They don't care about the agendas. They just conform with whatever they can to make the most money at the end of the day. Yep. Facts. Harley's biggest mistake was mass producing and marketing to rich guys and don't ride. There is a huge market of old Harleys with low miles. It's very true. And you can find them all over Facebook Marketplace now. You can find them all over fucking, you know, I don't even think people use Craigslist like that anymore. But offer up and shit like that. You will find shit like that. Have a great day. Thank you. Get smoked, not woke. That's right. Hey, appreciate you, Gold Bar, for being in here. And thank you for sponsoring and believing in me. I appreciate you, my man. Thank you for... If anyone wants to get in contact with Gold Bar, you know, for the good shit, you know, let me know. You know, just letting you know where dude is. I'm telling you, the king of the Bagger series and the Harley stunt riders could have brought them back for the next 50 years. They killed themselves. Yeah, they are tripping. They are tripping, bro. It is rare for someone in their 20s to own a Harley Davidson. It is rare. I feel like I was the only, you know, it's kind of weird, but in my generation of people, I was like the only one that had a Harley ever. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there was a few times that there was some, you know, people around me that were my age and also rode Harleys, but it was very rare, dude. It was very rare. Definitely. Makes me want to go buy an Indian right now. Yeah, you'll rebel and do the whole shit. Yeah, you can get the new Honda Rebel. That's right. You can get or a Goldwing. Yeah, go for it, bro. Go for it. Get at it. Have fun. You know what I mean? Yeah, totally fucking good. Yes, sir. I've been looking for a 1981 FXDB. I love FXDBs, by the way. Wait, they made FXDBs back in 81? That's crazy. Newer used bike. Yep. They cheddar bob themselves. That's right. East Coast, less lethal up in here. I'm upset. Also, the balls to send manufacturing to Thailand and still charging $15,000 for a Sportster is disgraceful. Now, look, regarding this, if the price came down enough, because everyone says, you know, it's American company, American, all this shit, right? Because now it's not. It's going to be a little bit more of an American built, you know, put together in America and sold in America. But nonetheless, I think if prices of Harleys came down and prices of parts came down due to this, and it came down significant enough to where we actually as a society are seeing a price difference, I think the United States would, as the general core audience, I think they would turn a blind eye if they felt they were actually getting an immense amount of savings, which, you know, they're not going to. They're not going to drop it enough to where it's dramatic enough where all of a sudden now they're selling it for $6,000 cheaper or whatever. But yeah, that's just my take. Just bought my 5th or 8th and final motorcycle rest of my life. Damn, dude, that's a lot of motorcycles. I've had 3 myself. I've had 3. We got Chase up in here as well saying, what's up, everybody? And Mr. Nuts. Oops, I meant Mr. Ball. Stop the cap.
Stop the cap.
What's up? What's up, Chase? Hopefully all is well, my man. Always glad to see you in here. If I switch bikes, I would probably it would probably be a Honda made in Ohio, just foreign owned. That's right. That is true. That shit is fucking manufactured right there. Yeah, I miss the chopper era as well. All of that time was a great time. We need Trump and others like him now for the future. I do agree with that, Dwayne. I do agree with that. Let's see. Thumping Thursdays and Flash Fridays. That's right, bro. Gay means happy, not sad. Yeah, that's right. Let's see here. All of you guys, man. It's great to see all of you guys, man. It's awesome seeing you guys also put all of your guys' input into all of this. Like, I can't keep up with you guys. It's actually kind of crazy. I ain't against gay folks. I have some close homies who are gay. As long as they don't push it on me, then it's all good. I believe in that. Don't put your worldview onto others and like force them to deal with your worldview every time you're dealt with. Like, that's crazy. Big corporations only care about the money. They don't care about being woke. Any publicity is good publicity to them. They count on the woke crowd buying Harleys. Yes, exactly. That's who they're basically catering to at the moment. And there's plenty of people that actually think that, oh, I'm going to participate in buying Harleys now because they're in this ideology that they're not stuck in this old school way of thinking anymore. Yeah, there are actually people that are doing that. You know what I mean? Are they a part of our set? Are they a part of like the general normal Harley, targeted audience? No. But there are other people that are actually looking at this going, oh, they're out of their old way of thinking. You know what I mean? And people will support that. Anything old white men love, they destroy. That's funny, Peter, because that is also true. How long you think it's going to last with the woke nonsense? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the pendulum always swings. It always gets radical on left to right, regarding whatever the topic. You know what I mean? Regarding anything. No real biker wants a stock bike. That is true, by the way. Indian doesn't have a strong aftermarket selection, and I think that hurts sales. Yes, it does, because that's something that I've actually talked about quite a few times. Like, why wouldn't you get an Indian, let's say? Well, I wouldn't get one because their aftermarket, companies and choices that are out there are slim to none. You know what I mean? Yeah, there are a couple, but nothing like Harley. Like, the aftermarket market for any of these parts or any of this shit, guaranteed whatever look you're looking for, you can make it as a Harley, and so, yeah, I do think it does hurt them. I think that hurts them. And then their lack of the amount of support that they have on the street, meaning, like, for instance, Harley Davidson dealerships are everywhere. More people are more comfortable in America to ride one of them compared to an Indian, because wherever they go, there's a Harley Davidson dealership. Does Indian have that same luxury? Of course not. Of course not. Used to drive a Mitsubishi Eclipse with a door stamp that said made in the USA. That's Yep. Even though it's owned over there, they were being made over here. Indian is only fucking up by not being available with parts and, more importantly, service. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I was just getting at. Unapologetic American, what up? I wish they would lower the price of the freewheeler. That I agree. They need to bring that price down. It's way too expensive. It's a CVO essentially. It is. A lot of people are selling their Harleys. It will drive down the used market price and make them more affordable. And I hope that they do that for all of us that are looking to buy our motorcycles in that time. Bring the price down. But will it actually? You got economy, right? That's the, supply and demand. That's the way it works, but the pendulum always swings, and it swings back. I was looking at a Road Glide, and it was pretty affordable. Really? On, let me guess, like Facebook Marketplace or some bullshit. Should have owned an FXR, Decker, a Dyna, Fat Boy, and a Street Glide, and a custom, not much of a HT guy. That's right, Biker News Canada. Man, I don't know what you're saying, though. Yeah, a few of everything. I went through more Harleys than I can count. That's why I'm sticking with customizing my own bike. Want something new, save money. Don't buy a new bike. I agree with that. A new paint job and some new parts. That's right. That's what I would do too. I worked for Honda's shop, and the VT and the VTX line is an awesome line, although they don't make them anymore. That sucks. I know people are mad Harley's going all liquid cooled. Yes, I don't like that whole liquid cooled bullshit. I mean, I understand the future, but I'm like naturally like, I don't know, man. I'm all about that V-twin now. That's just the way it is and the way it'll always be. What caused this woke idea? Well, the ability to sell to people that have that woke ideology. That's it. That it's all of that is being caused because companies are being forced to be kind of more woke. I understand that. But, at the same token, I believe they don't do anything unless it benefits them financially. And end of story. Let's see here. I appreciate you guys liking the video, man. That is the number one metric of all of YouTube, man. Make sure you guys hit that like button, man. And also look down below if you are subscribed to the channel, man, because we have about 40% of you guys that watch the channel that are not subscribed. Look down below, check your sub. You know what I mean? If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. It means the absolute world. I very much appreciate you guys being here and helping out the show. Put it in your guys' ideas and your comments to all of it. Like I really look at like the majority of the show really is the conversation between me and you guys are the show. You guys bring that show aspect. So I very much appreciate you guys being here and hanging out. And, it makes me feel really honored, for real. With that being said, man, I can't thank you guys enough. We got over here. Follow my Instagram real quick. I appreciate it. That's where I post everything behind the scenes, whether it's regarding the show, whether it's millennial food time with your boy. Also, the obvious, hey, man, I go out all the time and do some crazy ass fun shit. And so I record it and I post it up there all the time. So that's where all the good shit is posted. Also, if you would like to help out the show, there has been zero. I haven't been paid since I've been monetized again yet. I believe I get paid on the 26th. But if you guys would like to help out the show financially, man, and get a live shout out, or if I miss it and you guys do it here at the end, and I'll do it at the top of the next show and give you guys the live shout out over there. But being said, I very much appreciate it. I'm going to let this scroll at the bottom if you guys want to help out financially, man, help out the show that regard. We will see you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning. I very much appreciate it. Much love, honor, respect. We'll see it.
From the depths of darkness, a voice emerges, a host with a fire burning in his soul. With a heart, steel, and a spirit unbroken, he rides on to wheels, ready to claim his throne. Amidst the chaos and the thunderous roar, his day wheels rise as the force to be reckoned.